Ramblin Bob here again. Okay, so I found some more information out about the Pecron E300LFP. Now there's two power stations I'm waiting for. One is the E300 and one is the E3600LFP. So I'm on Pecron's official page at Amazon over here, and I noticed that they have the E2000 and they got the whole gang right here. This is the one I'm waiting for, guys. This is the one that everybody's got their eyes on. This might be a really big game changer because the E1500LFP has really changed the game a lot for these portable power stations in the budget category. Okay, so here's the E600LFP. That one I have. I like that one too. But this is the new one, guys. This is the little baby one here. And the reason I'm making this video is because, let me open this here. They have better pictures and more information now, finally. And then they have, here's the E2000 and then the EB3. I call this the Eric Bob. One of my scribers had mentioned that we should name it Eric Bob instead of Eric, like the other one. This is Eric Paul and this is Eric Bob. So they have their own names now. And then here's the E1500. But they don't have the E3600LFP yet. But I check almost every single day, guys. I really, this is the one I got my eyes on. Let's see here. Okay. It's obviously not available yet, but what they did do is they were able to look at those big beautiful pictures. That's fantastic. Okay, let's check out the pictures, guys, because now we have a look at that big bold pictures here. So we have the wireless charging on the top. I like the recessed built-in handle. That's really nice. If you guys ever seen the Bluetti AC2A, that has this handle built in too, which is really nice, guys. I'm not a fan of any power station that has a handle that goes up in the air like that, because then you cannot set anything on top of it. Which could be anything, you know, another power station that's smaller than it or whatever. In this case, this is pretty small. But I like the ones, and the rubber bumpers help because then it doesn't get so scratched up. This looks like you have two AC outputs right here. This has a little light. Now the AC2A by Bluetti does not have a little light on it, so this is a big welcome in my opinion, because I like lights on power stations. Guys, do you like lights on power stations? Because some people do and some people really dislike it. I can give you a prime example of why I like it. Emergency situation, you can't see, you want to grab this, right, and use it. You reach around the side here, you turn on the little button, and now you can see what you're doing in the dark while you're setting this up with all your cables and cords. It's helpful. And I bet you these little lights here, which I have a few on mine. Let me see, I have one on the I have the TIMEUSB G300, that has a light on it. I have the EB3A by Bluetti, that has a light on it. I have two Oukitel P2001s, those have lights on it. The Energizer that I have has a light on it, I believe. I'm not sure. I think it does. And then the VTOMAN, I think, has one too. I'm not sure about that one. It's outside right now. I keep that one in the car because that thing can jumpstart your whole car. It's crazy cool. Okay, so let's check out more of this thing. So this is your charging input here. This is your power for the DC section here. This is your barrels. This is, oh, look at this, has a 24 volt at 5 amp output. That's pretty cool, guys. That's, you know, that's a big output for such a small power station. Now I wonder if that's an input or an output though. It's down here, so I'm gonna assume it's an input, and then this is the output. But you know, you never know until you. That's why I'm doing the videos, to more information, so we can all chat and discuss and see, you know, what we're looking at here. 100 watt, and this looks like, you see these arrows that go in and out? If this is a bidirectional, I would love that, guys. What I really like about a power delivery port is not only that it can access up to 100 watts, which is 20 volts at 5 amps, but if this is a bidirectional one, that means that you can power dump one up to 100 watts into this battery cell's power station without having to use the cord or the barrels. I like that, guys, because this cord, this is a very, very small cord. You can put that in your pocket, right? This one is too, but I'm not a fan of barrels. I like this because you're going to use that in many things. You're going to charge your GoPro with it. You're going to charge your camera possibly. You're going to charge your phone with that same cord. That's a nice thing, and you know, to have such a small cord in your pocket, you don't have to carry all the extra stuff. The AC cord is you know, obviously big too. I mean, you could put it in your pocket, but this is such a small cable. And then you have two 18, which is, these are known as quick charge 3.0s, USB A's. Actually, wait a minute. These are the outputs. Hold on, I got confused here. I wonder what these guys are here. Wow, do you guys think that these are so you could put extra battery packs to? Holy crap, Zilla, that would be awesome. Okay, so wait a minute now. If these are the inputs, okay, if these are the, I'm sorry, the AC outputs up to 600 watts, which means it's probably going to be a 300 watt inverter in there. I wonder what these are. Holy crap, Zilla, guys. Okay, so more exciting information and more questions. These are the battery cells, guys, up to 3,500 plus cycles. That's typical for lithium iron phosphate batteries. It does look very clean inside, but obviously you're not seeing all the cables and everything. It just kind of gives you an idea of how it's set up. Very clean, if that's what it looks like. I always like to open power stations, guys. You know, I'm kind of curious that way. Curiosity killed the cat here. 80% up to 3,500. So they're referring to over lithium ion batteries. So that's very cool. And then here's the handle, guys. This is what I was talking about. See that recessed handle? I like that. I really do. If you check out the Bluetti AC2A, has the same style. And then you have your vent here. And then I'm going to assume that this is the vent on here on the other side here. See on that side there's that little grid. So I think the air will flow through here over the battery cells and underneath the motherboard here and then out the other side. And that way it gets a good circulation from here up inside the system and then out. Alright, we're going to go to the next picture here. Alright, so here you got two AC outlets. You have two at USB-A. These are the 18 watt quick charge 3.0s. 100 watt USB-C. Now guys, let's hope that that is a bidirectional one, because like I said, it did have these two right there. It had this in and out, which usually represents input output. You got a DC 5525 barrel at 12 volts, and you have a DC 5525 24 volt. If that's an output, I'd be really cool to use that, because that could power fridges, that could power maybe larger diesel heaters, things like that. One car outlet, guys. I call these cigarette lighters. I think if you're as old as I am, you know that that's never going to be a car outlet. It's going to be known as a cigarette lighter until the day of demise here. And then you have one wireless charger on the top. So you know, so far I'm liking it, guys. I'm going to pick this one up too, 100%. So you can kind of see the size of it. It looks about, now we'll have to go down to the specs, but here it's about 10.5 pounds, guys. That's about half of the E600LFP. I'm pretty sure it's about 20 pounds for the E600. And just to double check that, let's bounce here to Amazon again here. And then we're going to look up the E600LFP. E600LFP. Okay, hopefully that'll go right to Pecron. I don't think there's another item out there. This is it right here, guys. I like this power station. This was a power station sent to us free by Pecron to do a review on, and you know, we really liked it. We did that outdoor show with it, and it was pretty cool. Oh, see, there we go. I saw it here. Yep, 20 pounds. Okay, so 20 pounds is the size of, I'm editing a video, so my laptop's running a little slow right now. 20 pounds, and then the E300 is only 10.5, so half the weight, guys. Boy, I'm really looking forward to this, because if you can use this as a portable one, and excuse me, if these are adapters that go to more battery packs, which I'm hoping, I don't know if they are or not, but I'm hoping, that would be unbelievably cool to have such a small inverter on a huge battery pack. Guys, I look at it as having a 4-cylinder car with a 100 or 200 gallon gas tank. Obviously, you're not going to win any races, but boy, you never have to pull over for gas, if you know what I mean. That's cool. Okay, the next picture, power in any situation. So 288 watts is the actual battery capacity. I don't know the real runtime. We have to test that. 600 watts is the max power for the power station. And you know, unlike the E2000LFP that has a 2000 watt inverter and a supposed 4000 watt surge, guys, that surge is super duper short. I mean, it's like less than a second. But the E1500LFP, with our test so far, has a much better surge time. It's not top grade, of course, but we were able to run about 2400 watts for about 2 minutes. And I think that's fantastic. And remember, that's rated watts. That's not surge. It was able to literally hold 2400 watts for about 2 minutes. And then approximately 2500 watts for a very short time. But that's way better than the E2000LFP inverter. And that one is a 2200 watt inverter in the E1500LFP, unlike the 2200 watt, rather than the 2000 watt inverter in the E2000LFP. Okay, so you have a laptop at 60 watt hours. You can run it at 4 times. I believe that they're referring to charging it 4 times. That would make more sense. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, 60 watt hour battery in a laptop. Okay, so usually they have like this where it uses 10 watts, and you can run it for 24 hours. So if this was a 60 watt drawing laptop, you could run it for 4 hours. So it's the same thing, only written differently here. Here's a mini fridge at the same wattage. Yep, there you go. That's the mathematical equation I figured out in my head here. Yep, 60 watts for 4 hours, so it's about the same. And that would be about 240. So what they're saying here is that even though it's a 288 watt hour capacity, guys, that would be approximately 240 capacity as far as the real world. So let's pull up a calculator here, guys. A trusty dusty calculator here, and let's see if we could just, now this, remember, this is all hypothetical because we don't have anything to test it with right now. Let's minus, being this is an adding machine, you got to go backwards, 85%, which would be up at 244. So that means that this is probably going to give us about 85% battery capacity on this box here. We're getting 90 and above on the E2000LFP and 90 and above on the E1500LFP. However, we have the full stacks though. So some people will do a review on the E2000 and the E1500 and they'll get about 85%. There's a reason for that. It's because the inverter is much bigger than the battery capacity. So obviously when the motor is bigger than the gas tank, you get a shorter life, you know what I mean? But if the gas tank is bigger, hence the batteries, you get a much more fair runtime. So that's why the battery capacity has gone up for us more than 5%. All right, so let's go to the next one here. All right, so they're just outside here. This is probably a 200 watt inverter panel, solar panel here. These are your charge times. You got AC charging is 1.5 hours. USB-C. Oh, see, there you go. Now that, guys, that confirms it, according to the pictures, that you can charge this bad boy in 3 hours with a USB-C cable. That is awesome. That's called a bidirectional power delivery port. I love it. That is a great feature, guys. I want to see that on every power station. I don't care how big or small. I think that is a very, very worthwhile feature because it allows you to put in 100 watts from another device, right? And that way you can have really extend your run times on such a small device like that. Like say you had, well, I don't know, a battery bank or something like that, or like a GAN charger, like I have a gallium nitride charger, which is like a speed charger for your phone. That means you could put that into there, and there's so many opportunities and features with that port. I think that's fantastic. Not to mention you can charge your stuff at up to 100 watts, 20 volts at 5 amps. I think that is a feature that should be on every power station made. Just my opinion, but I think it's a fantastic feature, one of my favorites that I've ever seen on a power station, big or small. Solar charge is up to 3 hours, which is obviously the same input as a USB-C, except, guys, you don't have to bring a huge solar panel with you, see? So you can plug your GAN right in the wall and get that same thing without bringing this cord, even though this cord is not much bigger. I really like this port. I can't speak enough positivity about a bidirectional power delivery port. I really like it. And the car charging, guys, is the 12 volt they're probably referring to. 12 volt at probably who knows, 50 to 100 watts depending. You have to wait and see the specs down there, but obviously that takes a long time through the car, depending if it's 12 or 24 volts. If you could now, oh wait, that was output. Yeah, the 24 volt I think is an output, so we have to wait and see on that one too, guys. But there's so many questions I have with this system. App control, guys, this you know, I'm not an app person. I really am not. I never was. However, it is kind of catchy. It is a little addicting because being that I had the E2000LFP for more than a year now, I'm pretty sure it's more than a year. Yeah, but it's been more than a year now. And we had the E1500LFP for a few weeks now. It is very convenient to be in the other room or in the other section of the building, and I can open my phone and I can see what the system is doing in real time without having to walk in and check on it. That's kind of cool, guys. You know, so yeah, the apps are kind of winning me over. The app is a little bit buggy, guys. I think it needs some work on it. I always give my honest opinion on all of these reviews and what I think about it. I do believe that the app needs some updates. It would be nice to see a few more features in the apps. As far as the connectivity, I don't know if it's the app or my Wi-Fi still that's, you know, like it drops from time to time. So I do believe that the app is buggy, only in my opinion. I'm not sure. Let's see what else we got here. 600 watts, fuel type electric. I love that. AC/DC, which is the power input, and an awesome band at that. It says item weight here 39.8 pounds, guys. So obviously you know that when they make these pages, guys, they do make mistakes. I'll send a message to Pecron letting them know that they should update this to, what was it, 10.5 pounds, I think. Where was the weight on this bad boy? Right here. Okay, so I'm going to send them a message here, guys, that you have it 10.5 pounds, and you have it here at almost 40 pounds. And I have a feeling, I think this is what's called a regurgitated page. I have a feeling that they had something else on this. Like at this weight, I could see this being maybe the E3000LFP page, and they converted it to this one. But I'm not sure about that. But Amazon likes to do that, guys. It's one thing I don't like about the Amazon, because the reviews sometimes, if you regurgitate a page, I used to sell at Amazon, if you regurgitate a page, if you will, reuse it, it was a nicer way to say it, sometimes, unfortunately, the reviews get transferred over and people will see reviews for other items, and I'm not a fan of that, guys. I think every item should have a fresh page or a 100% clean, wiped out page, so you can start fresh. I've seen that on older items on Amazon, and you know, Amazon is kind of, for me, it's going downhill, guys. I don't know, but you know, to each their own, I guess. Okay, so you got 120 volts output. That's great, guys, that a little box like this can output 120 volts. I still have not seen or heard what these are yet, so I'm really curious of what these are. If these are battery expansions, I'm all in. I would pre-order it today. I would have milked that. I would put it on my credit card today, and then just make 4,000 easy payments of $1 or so. The old joke with credit card. Let's see. You got special features. It's portable, quiet, and outlets. So I suppose that's a special feature. Guys, it has outlets. Included components is a light. That is, I think that's a huge feature. This light here, guys, like I said, that's a feature that I like. This looks like the button right here to turn it on. I like lights on power stations. Some people don't. I mean, please put in the comment why you like or why you dislike a light. You know, it doesn't take up much room. It's on the side of a power station, or it's off to the corner. It doesn't eat up much real estate, unless you have one of those big bar lights that go like this. You know, like this. You know, well, it's hard to do here, but you know, like a huge space, you know, where you're eating up half of your power station. That's why I do like on some power stations, like the I forgot about the Mylon. So the Mylon 622 watt-hour power station, which is no longer sold, I don't think. Crazy price now. It's like $700 for 622 watt-hours. But anyway, they have one of the best lights I've ever seen on a power station on the back of it, which is nice because it's on the back, guys. Like, who needs anything on the back, right? So when you're holding the power station or using it in a room, you can turn on that bounces off the wall behind you and lights up the entire room. I think that's fantastic, especially for working. If you are changing a car tire or something like that, you can literally aim the back of the power station directly to the car or the tire or whatever you're doing, the engine, right? And then you have the front of the power station accessible with the plugs right, you know, like right in your face. So I like that, guys. Leave a comment whether you like it or not. I like that. Small but powerful 288 watt-hour capacity with 600 watt AC inverter built in 9 standard outlets. E3000LFP can be used outdoors and in power outages for most of your equipment. Okay, so always be careful about that, guys. One thing that I recommend, guys, is if you're going to run something, I always recommend the rated watt of a power station unless you need it. In this instance, it's a 300 watt inverter up to probably a surge of 600. Now, it'll probably hold 600, but I always recommend, and guys, you don't really want to go higher than the battery capacity because it does wreak havoc on the cells long term, and if you do multiple uses with a power station, it kind of burns out the cells faster, guys. So, you know, go easy. If you want to burn 600 watts, buy a 1200 watt power station inverter. If you want to burn 300 watts, buy a 600. If you want to burn about 150, buy a 300. I think that's the sweet spot of anything. You know, your car says it does 120. I can guarantee it doesn't like to do that unless you have a fancy car, like a race car kind of thing. Just because your speedometer says it can do 120 doesn't mean you should. But you can if you needed to, which I don't recommend either, but the car can usually do what it says, usually. But running it at 50% power output, which in this case would be 60 miles an hour, your car would like you much, much longer and stay better much, much longer for a long term, oh, excuse me, for longevity of the engine and everything. Okay, safety and durable. The ultra safe LifePo 4, guys, this is known as lithium iron phosphate batteries. It's much more safe than the lithium ion battery packs. I think the ion is what makes it very volatile. If you if you ever watch like an RC battery kind of pop on YouTube, there's videos. Very scary, very scary. I always call it the blowtorch from hell, which means it doesn't turn off until it wants to. So that's something to keep in mind. Plus, you get the much better, rather than about 1,000 cycles, you get about 3,500 cycles to that same 80%. I like that a lot. So you have a BMS built-in, a battery with built-in. I think this is supposed to say built. Guys, that's the English to the Chinese to English translation. That's one tough thing with buying overseas, guys, is not everything is fully properly written. I know they don't do it on purpose, guys, but I wish that they would have somebody to proofread all these so you can actually get the correct, as you can see, 3940 pounds, the correct translation and the checking of a listing to make sure that everything's accurate. Like I said, I'll send them an update with a screenshot just so they can, fix that, just so other people know. And this video is helpful because now I'm just an average person that I literally fell in love with this technology. So I always research it like every day. It's my new habit/hobby. More on the habit side, I think. But if I can see the double comma, I know that's nitpicking, guys, but if you don't have the proper information written down, then the consumers or customers or fans, I am a fan that happens to be a consumer or customer, but we can't get the right proper information. So I always like to have that help if I can. But this, guys, here it is, confirmed again. Oh, I jumped ahead. 120 volt pure sine wave inverter makes sure that there's no damage to your sensitive electronics. That's nice, guys. There is a thing called a modified sine wave, and there's a pure sine wave. Basically, how a modified one goes. You guys remember, as a kid, I called it the bleep bleeper. In a hospital, they have the thing that is a heart monitor. Well, it goes like this. Remember, it goes beep, beep, like that, okay? So a pure sine makes a nice wave, kind of like a wave in a pool. It goes like this, right? But a modified one goes like this, straight up, over, straight down. So it's more of a jerky change as far as the current. See, where it's like this, it's more. I don't really know that. I'm not an electrician. I'm not an engineer. It's they call it a modified sine wave, which is modified from the original version. It's also a cheaper. You don't want to put like expensive stuff in there, guys, but instead of doing that nice clear wave like this, like you see on all those fancy equipment that all the reviewers have, it's real boxy like that. So it's real harsh on sensitive equipment, hence medical stuff, guys. Like I would never put medical stuff on a modified sine wave unless it's absolutely necessary in an emergency. So that's why this is, or that's what this is referring to. And then I jumped ahead. I was excited here, guys. So powering it all, featuring 2 AC outlets. See this, guys? So obviously it was written very hastily, or the translation is not perfect. This should say outlets. Obviously, just a small typo, guys. But like I said, I like to correct things like that, and that way that people get the proper information. Call it nitpicking, but like I said, I want people to have all the information that they can have, so they can make an educated decision on what they want to buy. 2 USB-A ports, those are the 18-watt quick charge 3.0s. And then here it is. This, I got excited when I saw this. 1 USB port, 100 watt, input-output supported. That is a monster good technology. Now, some people would say, well, you know, whoop-de-doo, it's 100 watts. For me, I love that. That little feature really makes or breaks a power station, in my opinion, as far as the features. I like lights, and I like power delivery ports that are bidirectional. I like that. I don't know, just me. It has 2 DC 5525 ports, and it has one. Now remember, guys, the 2 DC 25 ports. One is 12 volts, and one is 24. Hopefully, being that they're the same size, guys, I can already see people making the mistake, guys. Let me double check here. Let me go to this picture, bring it back up, guys. So this is what I'm afraid of, and Bluetti made this mistake too, guys. If this is 5525, and let me bring it up here, if this is 5525 and this is 5525, let's hope that this one is a different millimeter. And this is a 5521. Let's hope that they made a mistake, because here's the problem. If you have a 12 volt item, okay, uses a barrel, and you plug it in here and it fits, you will destroy your 12 volt item, I think. And that's why this has a circle on it, guys. It's trying to warn you. In my opinion, let's hope I'm correct that this is a different size. Maybe this is 5525 and this is 5521. It does look smaller. Let's hope I'm right on that, because like I said, if you take a 12 volt, you know, whatever, a hot water heater, coffee maker, a small crock pot kind of thing, you know, a heat plate or something like that, and you plug it into this, you will burn out your device. So be careful of that, guys, if these end up being the same size. I think that's a big problem. If I get it, it's a warning, but I would like to see, you know, warning 24, you know what I mean, just something, because the average new user is not going to understand. They're just going to plug it in the hole that it fits, and that could be very dangerous for your device. 1 car outlet, guys, that's my cigarette lighter. So obviously, okay, so there you go. This is a cigarette lighter right here. Okay, so I thought that was the input here. So I'm still curious about what this is, guys. If this is the AC outputs, then what's under these flaps here? All right, I'm going to keep looking. All right, Pecron, you have my full attention here. You have, or where did I leave off here? Okay, 115 watt wireless charger. Compatible with virtually all essential devices. That's on the top up there, guys, so you can always have your wireless phone. I don't have a wireless phone, guys. My wife does. She would utilize this technology. I don't. However, she did pass me down these Apple iBud things that are little white dots you put in your ear, and you can use them with your phone. I'm not a phone guys, a phone guy, guys. That's a technology that I haven't utilized much. They use Bluetooth. I'm a muffler guy, which are the big headphones. As a sound guy, I like the big headphones. I don't like the small things. But I do have to admit that those Apple, I think they were called iBud Pros or iPod Pro, whatever the little dot ones are, the bigger one. My wife got those, so she kind of passed down the older ones to me. Very expensive little dots, but I do like the sound of the Pros much more than the original ones. So those I would hopefully she'll pass down soon to me, and I can use those. Or if I just kind of remove them from her bag when she's not around, then I can use them without her knowing. Hopefully she's not watching this video. Sorry, dear. Okay, so 4 charging methods, up to 300 watts fast AC charging. So guys, 300 watts. That's very quick so that's higher than the actual battery capacity. That's both good and bad at the same time. And the reason for that is because, as before, when you put that much energy into, well, how can I put it easily to explain here? I'm trying to get layman's terms for any new viewers that are out there. I was a new viewer, of course, and I didn't understand all the fancy schmancy. If you have a 100 gallon gas tank and you put a 100-gallon hose in it, it fills up very quick, but it puts a lot of pressure on the gas tank, if that makes sense. So I would like to see this with a controllable. Now this is something that Bluetti has, guys, and EcoFlow has, which are controllable, and I believe Oukitel has it too. A controllable AC in the app is where you can turn down the power of oh, I bet you know what, I figured these out, guys. I bet you these are solar inputs and AC inputs. All right, we have to wait. Boy, I was hoping that these were battery expansion, you know. I got excited there. Okay, what was I rambling about here? Bouncing all over the place here. I wish that they had a controllable input. That way you can, like the AC2A has the silent mode, the normal mode, and the turbo mode, and the well, a lot of their systems have that. I like that, guys. I like that, because if you don't need the power right now, let it charge slow. It's better for your battery cells, and it's better for your equipment. The same that goes back to your driving a car. You know, just because it can go 100 miles an hour doesn't mean you should. Okay, where else we left off here? Okay, fully charger in 1.5 hours. Okay, so that's just a fully charged in 1.5 hour with solar panels, max 100 watt input, 12 volt to 28 volt. Now remember, guys, this is VOC. Now I like that it's clearly written. A lot of power stations like Pecron's original ones, the E2000LFP and the E1500LFP, say 12 to 18 volts, guys. But that's working voltage, and it can actually accept up to 25 volts. I've tried it myself. Don't go off what I say. That's just what worked for our unit. I do like that they wrote written clearly here the VOC, and that is a good understanding that you should not go higher than 28 volts VOC. I like to stay under that, guys. I like to stay 23, 24. Give you some headroom, guys, because if you have a voltage surge, it has a chance to burn out your MPPT controller, especially if it's a cheaper one. So that's just something that we like to do. Fully charger, so let's just say charged again in 3 hours. Also can use car charger, and the USB supports bidirectional input and up to 100 watt power charging. So if the car charger can go up to 100 watts, I remember seeing a picture up here, guys. Where's the charging here? Right here, guys. So if the car charger, the cigarette port, can accept up to 100 watts, I think this would be wrong. Maybe that's 1.8. Maybe there's supposed to be a dot in there like this one, because 18 hours, boy, that would be, you know, that's 1800 watt hours of power in 18 hours. So maybe they made a mistake on here, guys. And like I said, that's a great thing for just anyone to make a video like this and point out these little things so they can fix it, so the people buying this for the first time will not make the mistake and go, wow, it takes 18 hours to charge it. No, I think it's supposed to be 1.8, and I'll ask them about that too. Hopefully they can update this. I have a feeling that they put this together really quick, and with, as I said before, being an overseas company, you always have that language barrier, guys. That's the inevitable of any company that's overseas. So when in doubt, ask questions. There's no dumb question. The only dumb question that exists on the planet, guys, even if you know the answer, right, is the one that you don't ask. Otherwise, you'll never know the answer. Okay, so let's see. Fully charger. Okay, also can use charger by. Okay, what you get, 24-month warranty. So they have a 2-year warranty, guys. I never, guys, just my opinion, warranties are as good as the paper they're written on, guys. Read the warranty. Ask for the full warranty before you buy a product. Read it. If you don't understand a word, it's all legalese. That's the legal terminology for it. Legalese, which means they use it in a courtroom. Guys, always understand a warranty before you buy a product. Any company should send you a warranty. Say, hey, what's your warranty? So I can read it before I purchase a product. Yeah, I recommend that, guys. I recommend that because a long time ago, I know I'm going to stray off this here, but it makes sense. So I bought a warranty on a muffler, guys, from a place I'll leave unnamed when I was very, very young. I think I was 18 years old, maybe 17, 18 years old. It was many moons ago. And, of course, the warranty covered the muffler and not the workmanship, if you will, for that. So they charged me $150 every year to put it on the vehicle, and of course I get the muffler free, which is, it's a $25 muffler. Whoop-de-ding, I could have put it on myself. However, I don't know how to weld. I'm not a good welder, so I wanted to have it properly put on. But being that the muffler was made of steel, which was a really dumb idea, guys, because it rusted out literally almost every year. I had to change it anyway. I could have just put a clamp on there, but when you go through admissions, it has to be a proper thing. Yeah, so I got burned every year for years, and guys, I had the warranty, right? I had it, but I had to pay $150 a year to put the darn muffler on there. I wish I had a friend back then that knew how to weld, but I didn't. So, okay, so let's see, AC power cord and charging cable. Okay, it doesn't say included, but I'm assuming that's what they mean. All right, so let's go down here, guys. Now, this is an Amazon return policy, guys. As I said, read all warranties and return policies before you buy stuff, guys. Before you buy stuff, okay? Don't ask, what the policy is after you purchase it, because it's irrelevant now because you're stuck to it, right? This says you can return any items you purchase within 30 days following delivery of the item to you. A voluntary 30-day return guarantee does not affect your legal right of withdrawal in any way. You can find out more about exceptions here. So if you guys want to read more about the warranty on Amazon here, you can click here and read more about that, guys. It's probably, if you go to it, I have a feeling it's super long. Let's see here. Here's the policy, guys. And as I was correct, I mean, that's a big policy, right, guys? So if you want to go through that, feel free to go through that. Let's see, 600 watts electric, AC/DC, great band, guys. This needs to be corrected. It's only supposed to be 10.5 according to the pictures up there. 120 volt AC, 600 watts. I believe it's, well, let's, if it's a 600 watt inverter straight, wow, that would put a lot of pressure on those battery guys. But I would like to see this a 300 watt inverter with a 600 watt surge. Portable quiet outlets. Lights. Okay, so here it's 10 inches by about 7 inches by 6 inches. Guys, if that's true, that is a very, very small power station, guys. Very small. Now, that obviously looks much bigger. Unless this is a very small human being here, that's way bigger than what I just read. So we'll have to check. Guys, as soon as this is available, I promise I'll buy one. I'll talk to Pecron. Maybe they'll give me a small deal. I don't know. But I'll buy one of these and do a review on it because I am hooked on this technology. It's overwhelming for me. I haven't found a technology that I liked as much as since when I found RC cars and drones. And that's about it, guys. All right, so I just wanted to put that out there, guys. We have more pictures, and I'm all about that. I wish that I could have even more pictures. Guys, we haven't seen what's under these flaps. Now, being that this is an output, I'm assuming this is the cigarette lighter here, so that means these are inputs. I was really, really hoping, guys, really hoping, fingers crossed, that these would have been an expansion battery thing. I think that would have been a monster cool thing for a small thing like this. However, like say you have the Eric Bob EB3000, that means that you could come out the 100 watt, guys, you could still do it if you burn less than 100 watts, guys. So you could put underneath here, you could put the the Eric Bob 24 volt system, or you know what? Well, yeah, it would work on either one because the output inverter on there is 12. Boy, I'm getting confused. I'm sorry. Either battery pack has a USB-C that's regulated at 20 volts at 5 amps. So you could literally put a huge power battery part, the EB3000 or the EP3000, and you could put that small 100 watt USB from that system into the input of this one and run this all night long, guys. If you're running like lights and a laptop, guys, that's fantastic. Okay, so you do have capability of power transfer / power dumping from a 3,000 watt hour system into this little bad boy and run this little inverter all night long. That, guys, I like that. I personally would use that in a situation where you're camping and say you want to go down and do some fishing or something. You could grab this little bad boy, take that down, power your radio, charge your phone, whatever, for a short time. And then when you get back to your base camp, you plug this bad boy in there, and in about 3 hours or so, you could have that fully charged. And then while you're charging it, you still run your laptop. I have a laptop, guys, that is right now it's using 30 watts, and it's literally almost maxed out. It's a very, very cost-effective. It's i7 6600U processor, which means it has a dual core, four cores total, as far as 2 real ones and then 2 theoretical cores, they call them, which are over the top. Uses them as extra cores, and guys, that does everything I need. As you can see, it doesn't choke. I can do, and I'm editing a video also. That would be perfect for watching movies, surfing the internet, and things like that through a small power station like this. And you can have the app on your phone, which means you can charge your phone up here and set it there wirelessly. That way, when you get ready to take it, I mean, this little power station, guys, with this little power delivery port that's both input-output, hence bidirectional. Guys, that makes me want to buy this right now. I'm going to contact Pecron and see if I can either purchase it early, or if they're willing to send me one free, I'm not going to turn that offer down. But I really can use a small power station like this, guys. My wife has an electric bicycle now, as I do, and we put I think I want to say 700 miles in maybe 1 or 2 months, guys. I mean, we put some pedal to the metal, if you will. We really found a new hobby with the electric bikes, guys. But if I could put this small power station in her front basket, she has one of those cool ET, I call it ET basket, where ET's in the front of the bike, and they fly off into the moon there on the video. I would love to be able to have this little 10 pounds, that's not much, guys, put that in the basket, and then when you go have a picnic, or if we go fishing, we have portable fishing poles that fold up that are really cool, guys. I've had those for years. That's another, I should make a video on that, because even though it's not electronic, it is still a technology. I love fold-up fishing poles. That way you can put them in a bag, and a small little box full of lures and whatnot, and then you can fly off into the sunset and go fishing without having this huge pole sticking out, like if you remember the Andy Griffith show where he's got that big pole over his shoulder. Being a motorcycle rider, it was awesome to put it in my little saddlebags and then have full-size fishing poles when you get to where you got to go. But guys, so that alone makes me want to get this power station. Hopefully I'll be able to either order one early from Pecron, or Pecron, if you're listening, if you send me one, I'm not going to refuse, right? And then I'll be able to review that for all of our viewers in our community here, which is growing, by the way, guys. Thank you so much, guys. We have lots of things that can help the community. One of my favorites, my wife helped me build this thing. Let me put this over here. This is what's called, I guess it's called Buy Me a Coffee, guys. I don't call it that. I call it Buy Me a Hot Chocolate, which you can if you feel free to do so. That's really nice. But the reason that we started this, guys, is these are the promo codes that I find and I get from the companies. So basically this explains it, guys, and then they're all in order. Notice there's Acopower. I put the little logos to make it easier. They're all in alphabetical order. It's very simple, as you see, and everything that I see right away, like see these, this is the 1218, which means I updated this 2 days ago, which means I have to update it again. If you click here, it goes directly to the website, which is up here. And then it has our reference, which means we sent you guys. We are affiliates of this company, so if you do make a qualifying purchase, we do get a very small commission, and we thank you for that, guys, if you're going to buy it anyway. But the neat thing is, see this, you get a Ramblin Bob Reviews code right here. So if you click this, let's go throw something in, well, I don't know, let's take this one here and throw it in a card. Let's see if it works. I'm proud of this because it puts all the promo codes that we can find in one spot, which means you guys don't have to search. Okay, so it's $369. So we're going to add it to the cart and see if my Ramblin Bobs, check out here. Let's see if it works here. Okay, let's waiting on the internets here. Okay. Oh, guys, look at that. Guys, it's in there already. Holy crap, Zilla. They knew I was coming. So when you click the link, it's probably automatically put in there for you. And notice I get $36.90 off this right away just by using our code. And that lets Allpowers know, hey, Ramblin Bob Reviews sent us over here, guys. And we thank you very much for using that. As I said, it makes us look better to the company. And then the company obviously has other options. So when I see sales or anything, like when you see the blank spot right here, guys, that means if you look at this model right now on their website, there's no sale going on right now. So what this does is takes every one of, like, these are all the power stations, right? This is a power bank, so maybe I should change that and put that up there, because that's a really small one that I just did the review on. So I got to change that and put that up there. I don't know if I can. Let me see. I'll show you guys how I do it. Here, I can do it on the fly here, guys. Okay, and then, like I said, we try to do this every day. So let's take the, where was that? The power bank. Where did you guys see that? Okay, see S, and I want to have them all together, guys. So we're going to cut that. We're going to delete this here. This is how we do it. So power bank is obviously alphabetically before the power station. So there you go. And then all you do is you go up here and save this. Guys, if you ever want to make your own, it's pretty neat. But this is, as you can see, this bar right here. Okay, so it's live here, guys. Now you can see that in real time. So you see all these? We spend painstakingly amount of hours going through and looking at this stuff, guys, to try to save you extra money. Because, guys, this stuff is not cheap. It's just not. And, you know, for the average user, you know, if it's $1,800 off, can you imagine how much that system would cost? Yeah, there would be some bucks. Let's see the R4000 here, guys. Let's look and see how much that's got to be a big system, guys. Here, let's see here. We'll go here and we'll go the R4000. Okay, here. Oh, I saw it. Here it is, right here. Okay, $1,400, $1,500. Okay, wow, it was $3,300 retail, and they give you $1,800 off. Right now, and this is what I make notes of, guys, so people know. And then notice that the sale ends on December 25th, guys. We didn't put the dates, guys, because we try to check them every day or every other day. It is a very time-consuming thing, guys. But now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to put this in the cart. Remember, it's $1,500 now, so it's $1,800. Okay, we're going to put it in. Let's add it to the cart, and let's go to the checkout, and let's see if my Ramblin Bob Reviews percentage code. Guys, look at that. Look at that. So it actually applied to both power stations here. So yeah, so there you go, guys. That's proof is in the pudding that it helps. You saved $186, and you bring, now that's both of these systems here, down to $1,681. So very cool that Allpowers allowed us to have that, and that is the reason that we wanted to make this, because hey, that would save $186 off someone's purchase if they bought those two items. And this is, I can never say it, ALR-SCA. I'll make another video that just focuses on this, guys, but notice that, you know, you have the sales going on right now. And then just remember, if there's nothing here, that means we didn't see any sales active right now. That way you don't have to, you know, it saves you time. Rather than going through and looking at all these darn things, you could just go to this website. You could favorite it here by clicking this little star on I think it's Firefox. And then you can go right here, and then boom, Ramblin Bob did all the work for you. Hey, you know, I've been eyeballing this power station. I want to see if there's a sale right now. We'll list it for you, and then you can use the link. And then remember, get another 10% off by using our code. That's really cool, guys. I wish that I knew something like this, or had something as easy to use when I was first buying and learning the internet, the YouTube, if you will. I've only been on YouTube for about a year. Now, the Amazon one, guys, we're not affiliate to Amazon. These are through another company called, I can never say it, it's SURVN. And those are affiliate links as well. So if you click this, let's see, where's the one that we just did here, Allpowers, right there. So, oh, see, they're out of alphabetical order, guys, so I got to change that. You click that, and then that goes directly to the website, the Amazon thing, which is the official Allpowers power station. So now you can see our 4,000 here. Okay, let's see here. Let's search here, and then there you go. So you can search here. Now I don't believe that you get. Boy, I can't. Yeah, I don't think the promo. But here, you see, you get it anyway. There's another promo code. So they're all over the place, guys. So something to check out. Something to check out. But that's where these go. They go to the official website page of said company here as an affiliate link, though. But you see, we've spent a lot of time here, guys. I'll always put the sales up here. Okay, and then I'll put the batteries or the power stations and then the solar. Like I have a pattern that I like to do, and that way if I'm looking, see power stations, expansion batteries, and then the, oh, see this one's out of order too here, guys. Oh, wait, okay, so this one's a little different, guys. I have to change this again. So I had it before where I had recommended products, so I got to put those back in order here, guys. But normally they're like this, so it's the power stations and then the solar panels and then the extra stuff here. Like refrigerators, you see. So that's how the website works, guys. But if you're not a subscriber to this channel, feel free to subscribe. You can what is it called? Favorite that Buy Me a Hot Chocolate website, if you will, because all the promo codes are right there. I think that's helped many people, guys. And if we can help more people save money, that's the game, guys. That's really the game. And then hopefully we can turn this into a full-time thing that we want to do later on in life, where this builds into a huge community where we have a trusted group of people that give you their honest opinions and say, hey, I don't like this. I've been very critical of a lot of elements of Pecron, one being their charging brick. I'm not a fan of the charging brick. I wasn't a fan of the what else here? The power meter, I was, and I made videos for a year talking about that. So I'm definitely not 100% for any company, guys. I'm 100% for any product that works. So, guys, if you want to check this out, man, I just thought, we put this out here for more information. Every bit of info helps everybody. This is the E300LFP power station, guys. I'm going to contact Pecron and see if I can pre-order one now. It's not for sale yet on their website. Matter of fact, I don't think it's even listed on their website yet. Here, let me see here. Let's see. I don't remember seeing it. I just happened to see it on the Amazon there, so I think they have a regurgitated page that they're getting ready for it. But notice that their power stations, guys. It's last time I checked, which is probably a half hour ago. Yeah, see, it's not listed here, guys. Yep, so it's not listed here. Nope, these are all the old ones. The S1000, or S1500, and the E1500 Pro. Notice, guys, that they got rid of the E3000, the original one, the lithium-ion battery pack. I think it was a cool power station. I would have liked to have tested and reviewed that, guys, but I missed the boat on that. If I got hooked on Pecron a little bit earlier, I would have been able to do that. All right, guys. Well, this is more information for you. I hope it, finds your ears positive. Hit the like button if you think there's good information here, just so we can have a dialogue in the comment section. And then this Wednesday we have another video, which is today at 7 p.m. guys. We'll see you tonight. Another update with the E1500LFP. We're going to go through it in real time, as you saw us learning it in real time, and then we have a real live dialogue where we can go through and we can actually see what we encountered and what we learned from it and how we use it and such. And I think that's the most realistic review that you could ask for, is learning in real time. We're not a commercial channel, guys. We don't make commercials for anybody. We do reviews, and that's the old school. Hey, I had a problem with this. I had a problem with this. This is how I did this. This works. That to me, that's a real review. I don't want to make a commercial, guys, and I never do. All right, guys, ramble on, be safe, and we'll see you next time on Ramblin Bob Reviews. Bye, guys.